Apple announced the iPhone 12 lineup. I'm going to help you figure out which one's right for you. So Apple gave their keynote this week about the iPhone 12. There's a whole lot going on there. So I want to simplify things here. First talk about the basics and then move over to the camera, which is really what's important about this. And then figure out which phone is right for whom. The first thing to keep in mind with all four phones is that they use the same processor, and from a telephone standpoint, they are the same device. So let's take a look at the basics and see what's different about them. So going from smallest to largest, we have the iPhone 12 mini at $699, the 12 for $799, the Pro for $999, and the Max for $1099. One of the biggest issues people have for cell phones, and for iPhones in general, is battery life. I'm going to use the numbers that Apple posts on its page for continuous, non-streaming video playback. I find these numbers don't always work out. This is what Apple says, but it gives you an idea of the relationship between the different models. The mini should get 15 hours. The medium-sized phones, the 12 and the Pro, should get 17 hours, and the Max should get 20 hours. Does this mean it's going to last exactly that long? I don't really know. My experience is people don't use the phone in one solid way for a huge length of time. We bounce around from different apps. But it should give you the idea that the Max will last about 33% longer than the Mini. The iPhone Mini and the iPhone 12 start at 64 gigabytes for the prices listed, and the Pro models start at 128 gigabytes. To get the non-Pro models up to 128 gigabytes like the Pro models, just add $50. Apple also put out colors. For the non-Pro models, we have silver, space gray, blue, mint toothpaste green, and project red. For the Pro models, we have silver, graphite, and the first gold I've ever seen them make that actually looks like gold, and also Pacific blue, which seems to be their color of the year. Now that we're done with the basics, we can talk about what's really different about these phones, which is the camera. The 12 and the Mini both have the same setup. All of these devices have a wide-angle lens and an ultra-wide-angle lens. The Pro has a telephoto lens, and the Max has a better telephoto lens. What that means is all devices have an optical zoom out of up to 2 times, but the Pro can optically zoom in 2 times, and the Pro Max can zoom in 2.5 times. The non-Pro versions have a 5 times digital zoom, the Pro version has a 10 times digital zoom, and the Max can zoom in 12 times digitally. There's really 3 different types of cameras for these 4 phones. And the Max has even more features that make it a better camera than the Pro or the non-Pro versions. In addition to a better telephoto lens, which gives it a better optical zoom, it also has a bigger sensor inside of its wide-angle lens, which means that low-light photography is going to be better on the Max. It also has image stabilization that's physically built into the sensor, which means that if you're moving your hand or there's high action in your photography, it'll come in a lot crisper and sharper. Both Pro models also have a LiDAR sensor, which allows them to focus in much faster even in low light. So how do you know which phone is right for you? How do you balance the size, the price, and the camera? Well, if you like a small phone, the Mini is your choice. If you like a great big phone, then it's the Max. The real question is, do you want an excellent camera, or a phenomenal camera, or a stupendous camera? Because they're all really pretty powerful. If you want the best camera Apple has to offer, and in my opinion, one of the best cameras you'll find on a smartphone for a long time, go for the Pro Max. If you want a well-priced, powerful cell phone, go for one of the non-Pro options. If you really want to save a buck, go for the Mini. Are you planning on getting an iPhone 12? If so, which model are you planning to go for? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, I'm trapped between the Mini and the Max. I do like a small phone. I'm still riding on my old iPhone SE with the chamfered edges. But that camera looks so good. I want that camera. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll make more.